What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled and welcome to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a bit of a breakdown and overview of the new Oregon reworked map. So I thought we'd take a look at it. I thought we'd run through it, just break it all down and just, I don't know, basically break down how the new map looks like and all the changes that have been added. So if you guys do enjoy the video, drop a like down below. But as you guys may notice, the first things first, which is that the sites have actually changed a bit. So we still got kids' dorms and dorms main hall. We've got kitchen and dining hall still, but we now have meeting kitchen and no longer the big towers. So that's changed. I'm going to start probably from there. I'm going to choose Oryx real quick. But as for the last spot, it's laundry and supply room. Still the same there in terms of like positions and all that stuff for the bombs. But here we are in the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is to get out of kitchen, actually, which we can do by breaking this wall. So here is kitchen. It looks very similar to before still in terms of like general style. But as you may notice, there's no longer a door over here. Instead, if you want to get into meeting, you got to smash through this wall right here. There you go, see? That's where you gotta go through if you want to get to meeting, ladies and gentlemen. It's this wall. This is the old wall we had here, except this one was like in the little pantry area, whatever you want to call it, the little room. But now that room is gone, and here's meeting hall, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna run up to the main hallway, the lobby, which is right here. As you will see, it looks very similar to before, except the hatch is no longer there. The hatch has been moved over here. So yeah, the laundry hatch has been moved to this corner, probably to stop people from opening it by destroying this wall or, you know, with a thermite, whatever. So that's probably why. We still have the double doors here on split. They're still in the same spot, but now we're gonna go outside, because outside I want to show you guys some things, okay? Because outside is where things have changed quite a lot as well. So here's the first thing, right? Here is the street spawn. So this is where you spawn from street. The first thing you'll notice when you spawn street now is that you no longer get instantly spawn peaked from garage anymore. So garage used to be like instant spawn peak from here before, as well as from garage door. You could be easily spawn peaked, and on top of that, you could be spawn peaked from the balcony upstairs. The only difference now is balcony only has one door, which is a really choke pointy area now because there's no longer a window there. So that's gone. Now let's start exploring the bottom floor first, okay? Well, not the bottom, like the main floor first, okay? Let's start with that. So first things first, let's check out garage. So what's different about garage? Well, first things first, the window over here has moved slightly to the right. It was usually before right about there. Now it's moved. The door is still over there. This window clearly still there. The garage door can still be broken, or wall, I guess, and the door is still here as well. But the biggest change has to be the armory slash garage hatch. This is now in armory. And you'll see it when we run into Armory later, that the hatch has now been added, and you can hold Armory through the hatch. So it's probably going to be a really good spot. As for this, still the same. You still got like big tower, the little run out area over there still there. You also have the window up there, and you have the window up there still as well. So those are in the same spots. Nothing's really changed about those. They're the same way. We've got the camera up there still in the same position. Nothing really changed about main lobby. We still have classroom, identical to what it was before. We even still have Harambe right here. I'm not going to shoot him because he's beautiful. But yeah, so still classroom looking the same. Even the window here is exactly the same. And if you even jump out, you'll notice, like, boom, that window up there is still the same as well, leading into the old, like, dorms, main bedroom, whatever you want to call it. Like, not main bedroom's over there, but the dorms that used to be there, right? It's still the same window right there, but the upstairs area has actually changed, though. So, as you may notice, the entrance is mostly the same for the most part, besides the hatch changing position. The stairs are still here, but you will notice one big thing, which is that now we have this kind of, I guess, brick wall, which means that you can no longer just kind of casually shoot people as they're trying to push up the stairs if you're, like, flanking them from behind. That area is going to be very much the same as it was before. And, of course, everything connects the same way as before. Everything here looks basically the same. Again, we got a hatch up here, except this time the hatch is no longer here. We used to be able to get up to attic by getting the, you know, the little ladder up there, and then just simply, you know, opening the hatch and watching people from there down when they're coming into meeting. But now that's been changed. Also, meeting, the stage has become a little bit bigger, I would say, and now also the stage leads you straight into Big Tower, but also connects into, I mean, it always connects into Big Tower, but it also now connects into kitchen. As you will see, boom, we're in kitchen now, where we were earlier. So there you go. We can actually get into kitchen now through that. And as for kitchen, this is probably one of the most interesting changes, right? So on the other side of this wall, as well as this wall, is the same exact thing. It is the server room. So the server room is a brand new spot, okay? And we're going to explore that quite a bit, because the server room is a really interesting position. Now, this is basically where we had the old toilets, right? The bathroom toilets. Now, this also has a hatch that leads you into a brand new part of the bottom site, which is a freezer, and we'll explore that in a moment. But first, I want to go through what's on the side of Big Tower, because Big Tower is probably the easiest one to go through. So again, kitchen over there, you got like a window right here that replaces the window that used to be right here, and the door's been moved a little bit more to the right, to the outside. So yeah, you got that. Now for big tower, we still have the wall right here into meeting. We have the little area you can hide in, the little box area, right, rear stage, and you still have the door. Also a big point about the door when it comes to construction, you no longer have the little gap here which you can shoot through. So the gap is gone, which means if you're coming from the outside, you don't have to worry about somebody shooting you through the gap, because that was pretty common when you spawn construction if you try to push big tower. As for construction, you will notice if you spawn construction, this wall now blocks you from getting spawn peek from people rushing out of big tower. Instead, you can take this path over here, pick anybody off if they try to rush you, or you can still push this way, but see, this giant wall just blocks it for you, so you can no longer be spawn peeked unless somebody does their hardest and tries to like come out of this door and run all the way here and try to pick you off if you're rushing here, but it's really going to be difficult for them to actually get you from there. So you're pretty much, for the most part, safe, if I'm going to be frankly honest. You're mostly safe, and you shouldn't really worry about it. But as for the rest of big tower, if we go upstairs, you will notice things are pretty much the same. We can break through this wall, get inside of attic, which we'll break down in a moment. But as for the big tower itself, you've got the window over there still, the window over there still, and even if you look through here, you got the window right outside of Armory. So the Armory window is still there. The Armory corridor window, I guess. It's still there. Also, I forgot to mention these. You got the window right over here, and you got the window right over here as well still. So, as you can see, still in that position. You got the window up there, still around. This one's here, but as you will notice, if you look straight forward here, there's no longer any window here, right? There's no window on this wall. There's only the kids' dorms window over here. And also, there is no longer a open kind of gap on attic. Now it's only a singular window on it. There's only one window that you can come through, right? And this is it. And as you will also notice from, you know, the attic now, is that it's got this wooden floor, which you can open up to look down into meeting hall. And also, the hatches have been moved. And as you will notice, now there are two walls on, you know, on specifically this site. And what do these lead to? Well, this one right over here, this leads you straight into games room, which is the new reworked version of like the old like main dorms and main bedroom, I guess. Or actually, games is over there, and this is like the main bedroom over here. And over there is the hallway that leads you to Armory. So that's basically what's over there. Now let's reload. Actually, we don't have any more reloads to go through. Yikes, we've used too many. But I guess we're gonna have to smash through walls. All right. So again, big tower, pretty self-explanatory. I don't even know if we need to go upstairs because I mean you can just see what it is. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? You've got the window there, window there, and that's pretty much it. Now, let's go downstairs and continue looking through the rest of the main floor, so to say, right? Because I want to see what's the rest. So again, over here, meeting hall, as you can see, you've got this extra little white thing here, which you can use as a blockade to kind of watch over here. Also, I think what a good thing would be, if you're holding kitchen meeting, you can make a rotation here to move through the sites, like at a good pace. So yeah, either way, back to the main hall. Now this is where it gets a little bit different, right? So here, there's no longer a door into kitchen. That's gone, right? This hallway is different now, because now the only way to get into kitchen from like this hallway properly is through these walls right here. This wall, right? This one from server and this one from server. And of course, server also has this hatch right here. And this hatch leads you down to freezer. And freezer is down here. So we're going to just run down quickly and show you what freezer looks like. This is freezer. There's the hatch, right? You can see it. And if we run around here, you'll see we get down into laundry. Now, we're not going to explore laundry just yet. We're going to go upstairs real quick and explore the rest of, like, small tower as well as kitchen. So we're back up again. You see, where are we now? Trying to figure it out, right? So we're by servers. Here's server. Here's kitchen. Right now, let's get into dining. So we can run through kitchen here. You got this wall right there. And here's dining. So first thing about dining you'll notice is there's no longer a door here. There's no longer a wall here. The wall's been moved over here. And also there's a wall still leading you to small tower. But also now there is a direct door to small tower on the right side, which is this one, right? Now the funny thing is, if you look at this right here, right? If you look at this wall, this leads you straight into dining, right? That's what that one does. Now this one though is slightly different. This wall right here, this leads you into bathroom. And this is a totally new area that, like, they've reworked, because bathroom before was kind of in this area where we're standing right now, but a little bit different, right? The window from here, as you will notice if we jump out, this is the old bathroom window, but now it leads you into the shower corridor, as you will see. So showers, bathroom, whatever you want to call it. I guess this is really showers, not bathroom. Bathroom is the other one, which is now servers. But as you'll see, this is where we are. You got this wall right here, which if you open this up, it leads you basically into dining. It's right there. And if you open this one up, this will lead you into the hallway. Now, what's this hallway? Well, this is the white stairs hallway, which is, or server corridor, whatever you want to call it. But this is where the white stairs are now, right? So we used to have the camera, like, up in this corner somewhere. Actually, I can't even tell where the cameras are. There it is. All right, so there's a camera. It's been moved. It's no longer up in this kind of, like, corner or in the side here. But here is the window that used to take you into white stairs. It's still the same window, as you will notice. See? Same window. The one that's close, as you can even, like, recognize it. So white stairs, come in here, bomb, get the headshot maybe, right? Pretty self-explanatory. And, yeah, servers again. So, I think we pretty much connected most of this stuff down here pretty solidly. Like, this wall, of course, is the one from kitchen, as you'll see. Like, the one kitchen meeting, I guess, is what I try to imply. But there's what that you got right there. And, yeah, I think we've gone through mainly everything on this floor, besides, maybe, like, small tower, which we're going to run to right now. Really quickly, just gonna run to small tower and fast to show you what it looks like. So, what do we have? Well, we have the same door here, we have the same window here. It's been expanded though, as you may notice, right? So you can like come into small tower, you can have more space to work with, right? Like you can peek around corners and whatnot. And it's basically just a much larger space. So, yeah, that's that basically. So, next up, we're gonna take a look at the top floor and the bottom floor really fast because I don't want to take this video like for too long. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back in. As you can see, we're in the street spawn at the moment. We're just going to run over really quickly over here to the, I guess, the junkyard kind of spawn, which is on this side. Just going to run over there real quick, and from there we're going to start, and we're going to go inside, and we're going to break down the remaining part of this map. So here you go, we're in junkyard right now. As you will notice, there's far more debris now, like on junkyard. There's far more like space for you to hide and like, you know, avoid getting shot from. There's a camera still here, which you can take out. And then, of course, we have the actual area itself. As you may notice, the window's still here. This is the one that we saw earlier. So this is still there, except it's slightly larger now, right? And there's no longer a window here for them to spawn peek you from, like, bathrooms. Because bathrooms are essentially, like, you know, or showers are now essentially, like, inside of here, as we just saw. Of course, but what is upstairs? So, you see these stairs and you wonder, okay, is it the same way it used to be in the past? Well, kind of and kind of not, right? So, if you come up here, you'll notice there's no longer a window there, but there is still a window on this side, though. And there's no window behind us here. Instead, all of that's been kind of moved to a bit of a different position. As you jump out here, you'll notice you got a bit of an area here. You can put out a drone, you know, maybe drone out while you're hiding. You can do that. And up here, we're on the tower roof, or a small tower roof. And if we open up this window, this leads us into dorms. Now, this window used to be on this side before, as you guys may remember. It was over here, but now it's on this side. It's slightly more to the left. And if you go over here and open up this window, we will come inside the room that was right next to the window we just jumped out of. See? This is the small room we just saw here. Now, what's inside of this room? Well, nothing really, okay? It's just a small, like, small tower office. It's a small office that you can just, I guess, take control of. And then once you have control of it, you can avoid being backstabbed from behind from, like, a defender coming and trying to, like, kill you from the back. So, pretty solid, if I may say so myself. Now, next up is, of course, main dorms, right? So, the main dorms is really different. In the past, the window used to be over there, right? So you had like a few these dorms like a little bit all over the place. Now it's far more open. There's more space. But there's also more stuff to hide behind. So you got a lot more things you can like just use as a bit of a defense to just kind of like, you know, get the peeks and shots off. If you go to this side, of course, this is white stairs still, for those who do not remember. And of course, this wall is still here. This is the wall that you can open up to make a rotation from like white stairs. So if we just pop one of these up, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. So there you go, see, we just popped it off, and now we're inside of the old kind of site. But this has now been changed, and I'm going to take out that radio. This has now been changed to be called the games room. So games room now has this wall, which leads you into closet. As you'll see, there's closet, there's main bedroom over there, and here's, of course, walk-in closet. And of course, this window's still here. And if you just break this, you'll look down there, you know, just break this open. You'll see here is classroom downstairs. So this is still the same. You'll see, you can recognize it straight away. If you played Oregon enough, you'll recognize it instantly. So let's just jump inside real quick. There we go. All right, so let's look around here. So, first things first, let's look at kids' dorms. So, kids' dorms has had a major change. You'll notice there's only one window now on kids' dorms. There's no longer two of them. Just break that open, see? From this one, you can watch anything outside. You can see people, like, zipping up. You can shoot them. It's far lower now, so it's way easier to pick people off from this. But also, the hatch has now been switched from the kitchen hatch. It's been moved over here. Instead of being in the little, like, pantry area, it's been moved over here now. So, if you jump down, you'll be inside of kitchen. And that's that. Now, what's on this wall? What's besides this wall? Well, this wall is connected over here. This is the one that leads you into attic, which I think we explored earlier. So this is what this basically leads you into. This is the attic wall, right? This is the kids' attic wall. And then you also have the main bedroom attic wall, which is still the same, right? The old one we remember from like the hallway right here, as you will recognize it. See, like you come in, there's like the big old wall. It used to be really more like locked up here, is really, really tight, but now it's far more open, far more space to work with, you know, to actually like, you know, hide and, you know, just get kills and just enter with as well. And the camera is still in the same position. But as you go into main bedroom, you'll notice it's pretty much the same. There's just not that window anymore, and it's just like the door here only now into balcony. And yeah, you can see what that looks like. Again, this is the closet. You can get inside of there, open up the wall, get inside of sight. But then we have the armory corridor, which has changed. The wall now doesn't allow you to look inside of the main hole right anymore. Now it's like too much on the right side to, you know, force you to not be able to do that anymore. Of course, we also have the hatch now on armory, and of course, let's go downstairs. So that is basically what it looks like upstairs. I think we've gone through majority of what there is to show. Of course, this wall connects to, again, into attic, and we've already seen attic, what it looks like. You got 2 walls into attic this time around, and even a door that leads you to attic. And yeah, we've mostly just seen what's around here. There's really, you know, you got this wall that leads into dorms, the same wall from the past. Not really anything different there. And yeah, that's basically that. So let's run downstairs and finish off this real quick. So there's 2 ways to get inside downstairs. Or actually 3 ways now, okay? It used to be only 2. The only 2 ways you could get inside a site before was, you know, these stairs right here, as well as the stairs on the back of Big Tower, which is right over here. So let's just jump inside of here. And this is really, really long run. But you can come down right here, right? So this is how you used to do it before. You come down here. So this is the Big Tower main stairs, the Big Tower stairs. You come here, and you come down, and you know how it used to look. Now it's different, okay? So what's happened here? Well, a lot of things have happened. So let's look through them. First of all, there's more space now here to hide. Also, the kind of like the blue corridor over here, like the, you know, the blue room or whatever you want to call it, dirt or, you know, whatever you want to call it, like the tunnel, right, has now changed. So it's far more open, as you may notice. There's also a pathway over there, which will lead you to a wall. And now this wall leads you straight into the site, okay? Inside there is supply room, which you can plant in, okay? Now, what they've done is, they basically made it so now, if you come from construction and spawn, you can come in here without worrying about being spawn peeked straight away, unless somebody's, like, you know, maybe opened the barricade and, like, lying in a corner and trying to shoot you, like this. You know, they can do that, but you got, like, actual space to hide between. You know, like this, you can hold the corners. A lot of space to work with. But then if you look, you know, it's been different. There's no longer a barrel right here. It's been moved. You got double stack barrels there now. You got a little bit of a chair here. But then you got electric in here, which is still the same, by the way. Electric looks the same. You got the wall right there. You got the wall right there on electric. Still basically identical. If you look inside here, you can notice the hatch is still there inside of meeting. So the meeting hatch is basically in the same position, I guess you could say. And when you look inside of supply room itself, the double, you know, kind of corner walls are now gone. It's only a singular wall that can show you the hallway, or rather the stairs. So I guess like a mirror could still work here pretty properly. But then if you look inside the hallway itself, you've got this giant kind of, not really sure what to call it, pillar now that's kind of in the way, which is really good for attackers to kind of like hold, you know, as a way to kind of like, you know, just angle themselves up to just kind of get the kills and, you know, just protect themselves. But again, there's so much more space now here. So much more space. It's not a choke point anymore. It's far more open to work with and just like move around within. So yeah. Now, what does the supply room look like beyond that? Well, they've actually made this now so you can't shoot through it. You used to be able to shoot through this if people held on this side. However, though, they made a wall here, of course, which you guys saw from the blue hallway, which now you can just get through as much as you want. This, of course, is again the same as before. If we just shoot through this real quick with our last bullets, you'll notice we've got the laundry room inside of there, and of course the little like you know, supply closet still looking the same with the wall right there. They removed the box which you could stand on and shoot, so that's no longer anymore there. We have this door right here. We're gonna explore that last because I want to show you what that is. This is basically freezer. We're gonna explore that in a second. However, as you will notice, there's now a wall from freezer into the actual laundry room. So if we just shoot this a little bit, you know, you can see like inside there's freezer, which is a brand new area. It's never existed before. They've also moved the towels from here and just left like 2 washing machines and moved the towels over here and expanded this area. Also, now you have to come inside of the site here to actually plant. You can't like actually, you know, just, I don't think you can stand on top of this box anymore and, you know, rather this like washing machine and plant anymore. I think you actually got to get inside as far as I could tell. And also they moved the, you know, the thingies over here. And now you can like kind of come down a little bit better. Also, the main stairs down here, the laundry stairs, are now, you can't hold them with a smoke anymore, you know, and just kind of like shoot people as they come down. Now you have to like actually peek them like this to try to get the kill, which is going to be slightly more difficult for them, but it's going to be easier for the attackers to get in from that. So, yeah, a lot of work has been done there. But what was the little freezer area I just talked about? Well, that's the last part of the map. The last new part of the map has to be the freezer, which is this area right here. So, you can enter this from the lower, like, laundry site, laundry hallway. You come in here, you got a wall you can open up, and also you have a hatch. Now, where is this hatch from? Well, I told you about this earlier, but that hatch is basically coming to you from the server room. Here it is. See, this is the server room, which leads you into dining. So dining, or, yeah, I guess dining is over here, kitchen, whatever you want to call it. So you got them right there, and you got the hatch right there, and the stairs are right in the middle of the hallway. So you got the white stairs here, and then like right down into server, right there, ladies and gentlemen, right over there. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's basically it. There's really not much else to show you. I think I've basically gone through majority of the map, and I think I've shown everything there is to show. There's really not much else to like really tell you. Of course, they moved the little, you know, hatch right there, and they've added another hatch, like, you know, of course, in server, which is new. And yeah, mostly that is basically all of it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that is basically it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy the video, if you did enjoy the breakdown, I hope it was thorough enough. I hope it went through everything good enough for you. Of course, if you want to, you know, have any more details, if you have any more, like, questions, let me know, and I will definitely, you know, try to give you any answers you have in the questions down below. So, yeah, let me know, guys. Do you guys like this remake? Do you dislike it? I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of like this remake. I'm a big fan of it, honestly. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. I'll catch you in the next one, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.